Muhammad Hassan and welcome back to another video. So in our today's video, we are going to discuss about flowering plants, the life cycle of flowering plants, and how do flowering plants produce fruits. Before getting further, don't forget to like this video, share it with your family and friends, subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. So as we all know that fruits are only produced from flowering plants, and some plants are non-flowering plants which do not produce any flowers or fruits. So there are many different kinds of flowers. Some flowers are big, some flowers are small, some flowers have scents, some flowers are scentless, some are colorful and some are colorless. When a plant produces flowers, the flowers last for a few days, then they wither and fall off. However, some part of the flower stays behind and that forms the fruit. The seed stays inside the fruit and then the seeds produce new plants. So this is the way in which the seeds keep on reproducing. So as you know that the seed which grows new plants disperse. So what is dispersion? Dispersion are the different ways through which the seeds spread. The seeds spread from their parent plant. So let me tell you the different ways through which they spread. So number one, by animals in two ways. Number one, when an animal eats a fruit, he also eats the seed. So when the seed gets into the animal's body, then it comes out through its digestive system. So then the seed spreads across. Number two, by animals, that some animals have fur which are sticky. So the seeds stick with their tails and body. So then when the animals go far, the seeds drop and they form new plants. Example of the animal fruits are berries. Number two way is by wind. Some seeds which are very light in weight are also carried by wind and they are dropped far away. For example, the seed of dandelion. Number three, by water. Fruits, for example, like coconut, they travel through water to far places so that they can spread. Number four way is explosion. The fruit explodes its own seed and they drop far away. So this was all about dispersion. Let me tell you the different types of seeds which disperse through different ways. So the example of seeds which animal disperse are apricot, blackberry and tomato. The example of seeds which get dispersed by wind are dandelion, cotton, maple and cinnamon. Through water are coconut and mangroves, and through explosion are peas and lupins. So after dispersion, let me tell you the parts of a flower. Not the parts of a plant, these are the parts of a flower. So a flower has both male and female parts and together they produce a fruit. So the number one part is petal. So they are outside the flower and they are very colorful and attractive so that they can attract insects. I will tell you later on why insects need to be attracted to the plant. So for that, don't forget to watch this video till end. Petals. So they are after the petals and they are there to protect the flower bud, which is very sensitive. Now let me tell you about the male and female parts in detail. So the female part of a flower is known as a pistil or carpel and their scientific name is gynoecium. So the pistil or carpel is divided into three parts. Let me illustrate you. So this is the female part of the flower which is known as carpel or pistil. So at top it has the stigma which is top of the part, then it has the long neck which is known as the style, then down is the ovary which contains small eggs which are known as the ovules. After the female part, it's the male part. The male part is known as the stamen and scientific name is androecium. The male part is divided into two parts. Let me illustrate you them also. This is the male part of the flower which has the anther which contains the pollen seeds. Then it has a long structure which is to support the anther which is known as the filament. Next is pollination. Have you ever wondered what do insects do on plants? Yes, they collect nectar but they also do pollination even though they don't know what they do. So on the anther of the male part, there is a yellow powder which is known as the pollen. The insect carries pollen through her body, then when it goes to the female part, the pollen gets into the female part. On the female's stigma, the pollen goes down the style and then it goes into the ovary. The ovary contains small eggs which are known as ovules. So the pollen combines with the ovules and this forms a fruit. So this process is known as fertilization, when the pollen from the male part goes to the female part by an insect and then it goes down in the female's ovary and then it combines with the eggs and it forms the fruit. So this is fertilization, the male part of the flower, which is the stamen, it has the anther and the filament. So the pollen grains from the anther goes onto the stigma of the pistil, and then they go down the style, and then they go into the ovary. The ovary contains the egg and the embryo sac. So embryo is a part of the seed, so which we will discuss in another video. So then the pollen combines with the egg and the embryo sac, and then the seed forms. And then down there the sepals which are protecting the flower bud. And this is a detailed version of the fertilization process. After the seed is formed inside the pistil's ovary, the flower starts to wither, and then some part stays behind, as I told you. And then the seed starts to germinate, which is another process, and then it starts to come out and form the fruit. There are two types of pollination. One is self-pollination and the other one is cross-pollination. In self-pollination, the insect moves the pollen on the same flower from the male part to the female part. While in cross-pollination, the insect can move pollen from one plant to another plant, from one plant to another plant. So this was all about the process of pollination, and then after that,
flowering plants.
And this was
Seeds
how
disperse
a
means
plant
they spread
produces
away
fruit.
from
Let me
their
summarize
parent
each
plant.
base point.
The methods of seed dispersal are by animal. They stick with their fur or they eat, and then it gets out of their body. Wind, water, and explosion. Number 3, the female part of a flower is known as the pistil, and it has stigma, style, and ovary. Number 4, the male part of the flower is known as the stamen, and it has an anther and a filament. Number 5, insects carry pollen, which is a yellow powder, from the stamen, anther, and leave it on the stigma of the pistil. Number 6, this is called as pollination. Number 7, the pollen goes down the pistil's ovary through the style. The ovary contains eggs which are known as ovules. The pollen combines with the eggs and seed forms. This is called fertilization.
I hope so you find this video informative. Thanks for watching.